But fun and games now with Rob Buckman and Celia Hoyles, who get themselves all in a tangle with a pair of boxer shorts.
Life can be a puzzle, and that's what makes it fun. Apply some mathematics and find out how it's done. The answer's fun and games. The answer's fun and games.
Welcome to Fun and Games, the show that does for your mind what chest expanders do for your body. And just in case the volunteers in our audience have a little stiffness in their mental muscles, here with some mental embrocation, all the way from London University, Professor Celia Hoyles. And here is our first puzzle. Now, here's the puzzle we set you last week, and I hope not too many of the viewers were arrested while trying it. Paul, Julie, and Andy woke up this morning, terrible night last night, woke up this morning with your boxer shorts on, inside out, over your trousers, and somebody has tied your ankles together with a short length of rope. Happens all the time, doesn't it? And here's the puzzle. What you have to do is to get the boxer shorts off and back on the right side out, over your bottom, leaving the rope as it is, but you're not allowed to untie the rope off your ankles. Okay, off you go. Well, don't be shy, don't be shy. First, sit down first. Yes, please do, please do. Step one, I would suggest, is to drop the boxer shorts. Yes, this is good. Any ideas? Paul's got something of an idea here. Obviously been tied up many times before. You've got a correspondence course in bondage, have you, Paul?
Yeah.
It's a very caring, sensitive program. And when you stand up, you will never be able to play the violin again. That is... It doesn't matter, fortunately, it doesn't matter. Yes. What are you doing, Julie? You're just sort of... You've got sort of fear writ large. Okay, has anybody got any other ideas? Paul? No.
Not really, no.
Okay, when stuck, hint from the Prof. Celia, what is everybody doing here precisely?
I'll tell you what, a bit of advice. I think we've got to find a simpler way of looking at this puzzle. Now, instead of the rope and the shorts, we've got something much simpler here, which is a ring and a simple tube on it. Now, with this system, it's very easy to turn the tube inside out using the holes, just like this. Okay. Now, is there any way you can think that your legs, rope, and shorts is something like this?
Sorry, Paul, have you got legs like that or not? I mean, let's face it, because otherwise, there's a job for you in the circus. I mean,
That's supposed to help.
Think of your legs and a rope as a hula hoop.
Right.
How are you at wrapping Christmas presents now? I think.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Now
that looks like the hoop and the leg warmer.
What are you doing, Paul?
Just trying to put this to the...
What are the end holes of your shorts?
That's it.
What's it? Yes. What are you doing?
Just putting that through from one end to the other.
Right. Good. It's going to be a race now. Come on, Andy.
Yes.
We're nearly
Go
all
on.
there. Right.
Yes. That's it.
right.
Keep on turning it all the way inside out. That's it.
Right. Now we're all in the same position, I think.
Then hang it down
you
below.
safe?
Then hang it away
I
from
think
you.
this is getting crucially near the right. Yes.
This could
Yes,
be it.
I think
This
it is.
could be it. That's it, Julie. Now you've got it. Now you've got it, Julie.
Yes. Now where should we put her legs?
And now put the trunk, put the waistband away from you.
Yes.
And put your legs in. That's it.
That's right.
it.
That's right.
Nobody helped them, did they? No.
Now you can you see how to do it, Julie? There we are.
Oh, great. And now you pull up.
Yes. Yes, again, right.
Very nice.
Well done, stand up.
This, Tony, is a mind-reading trick that you can do at the pub. I'm reading your mind now. You're thinking, no, I can't. And I'm just going to read your mind. It's very simple. It's not going to... Tony, could you stop thinking that for the moment, please? Please, thank you. Now, what we have here is 5 coins that are sort of like heads and tails. What I want you to do, you can try this in the pub, if you've got 5 coins. After the budget, nobody will have, but there we go. If you can just throw those down, any order in sort of in the middle here so that we can see them. Throw them down, at once. Well, that's sort of near the middle. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read your mind. Then while I'm reading your mind, I'm going to turn my back on you. While my back is turned, I want you to attempt to confuse me by turning pairs of the coins over, like this. You can turn them over as many times as you like. You can turn over as many as you like, which ones as you like, as long as you turn them over in pairs. I'm still reading your mind, Tony, and don't think that. That's nasty. Okay. Then before I turn back again, I want you to cover one coin with your hand, okay? And when I turn back, I will tell you whether that coin is a head or a tail. You got the rules?
Yep.
Pairs, and then before I turn back, cover one with your hand, and I will tell you. Okay, I'm still Tony, stop it. I'm still reading your mind. Okay, I'm going to shut my eyes, turn my back, turn as many pairs over as you like. Concentrating very hard. I can tell, your mind is still turning the coins over. No, I think it's stopping. I think you could stop now. Okay, cover one coin. Okay, have you covered one coin?
Yep.
Okay, I'll turn back. I can't see anything. Oh, I've got my eyes closed. Okay. Tony, I'm going to read your mind. The coin that you have covered is a head. Take your hand off and let's see. It's a head! How does he do it? You said you're impressed. I knew that. What star sign are you?
Scorpio.
Scorpio! I knew it! I knew it was a Scorpio. Celia, explain how I did this.
Rob, that's not magic, that's mathematics.
Oh.
So off you go and let me have a go. I'll tell you what, I'll teach you how to do the trick. Shall we start again? Because actually, all you need to do is know how to count and know the difference between odds and evens. So if we throw down the coin, say like this, what you've got to do is you've got to count very quickly the number of heads. 1, 2, 3. The odd number. That's what you've got to remember. Now, the mathematics is in the turning of the pairs. Because when you turn a pair, the total number of heads will always stay an odd number. Look. 3. 3. 1. 3. 5. So it doesn't matter how many times I do it, the total number of heads is an odd. Now the question is, which Rob made all that fuss about, is which one is covered. Okay, now, if when you turn round, you see an even number of heads, you know there's an odd number of heads on that table. So the hidden coin must be a head. If when you turn round, you see an odd number of heads, say like that, which is what you expected, it means the coin that you covered has got to be a tail. Okay?
Yep.
You think you know how to do it?
Yep.
Well, why don't we ask Rob back in, and then you can trick him and mind read him.
I was just buying the pork scratchings.
Why don't we just sort of start off like this, and now you play the test on the trick on Rob.
Okay.
And pretend you're reading his mind and all that.
Just ready to clear my mind here.
Right.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
Okay?
Okay. Well, if you turn over pairs,
Yes, done.
right, as many times as you want,
Just.
right, then before I turn around, cover your hand over one.
Right.
And I will read your mind and tell you which one it is.
You'll be really sorry you read my mind, but there we go. Okay, go on, Mephisto. Right, okay, wait a minute.
Do you know how many heads there are? You know what it is? I get start on reading. Okay, got it?
Turn again, Whittington. I've finished, Mephisto, and I've covered one coin with my hand. That's my hand, and there's a coin underneath it.
Hang on. It's a head. It's a head.
It's a head! Oh, how does he do it? It's a miracle!
Well done.
You did that really well.
Pat and Jeff, This is a farmyard puzzle. We're trying to feed cows, but we've run out of hay. So if you'd like to walk this way, carefully, I'll explain the situation. What we have is 3 sheds full of cows. And in front of each shed, we've got a cart that contains the right amount of food to feed the cows in that shed. Now, these cows are relatively simple. They will eat either turnips or hay, but as long as they get the right amount of stuff, they'll be happy. Now, on the first cart, we've got 6 turnips and 1 bale of hay. And 6 turnips and 1 bale of hay is enough to feed this number of cows. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 6 turnips, 1 bale of hay feeds 3 cows. In the second shed, we've got 6 turnips and 2 bales of hay. And that's enough to feed this number of cows. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, we bought these cows from a rifle range, so they take quite a long time to arrive. Okay, 6 and 1 bale of hay feeds 3 cows. 6 turnips and 2 bales of hay feeds 4 cows. Here's the puzzle. In the third shed, we have a family of 5 cows. We've run out of hay. We've only got turnips. How many turnips do we need to feed 5 cows? If 6 turnips, 1 bale of hay feeds 3, and 6 turnips and 2 bales of hay feeds 4.
You thought this one.
She does the cooking normally, does she? What do you think, Pat? Have you got any ideas about sort of turnips and hay at all? Or
None.
none at all. Let us see if anyone over there with Celia, can anyone give Pat and Jeff a sort of start into this puzzle?
Yes. Well, I'm sure there are lots of people talking. Raymond, what do you think they should do? Just give them a few instructions and a bit of help.
Do you reckon 2 turnips to a cow? When you first,
2 turnips per cow. Why do you reckon that?
because you have 12. You have 12.
Yeah.
12 turnips on two tables. You have 6.
Yes, but you're ignoring the bales of hay, I
At the
think.
moment, yeah.
Well, that's a nice idea, but I think some people disagree with you. Let me just ask Jane, I think.
I'd have got 3 turnips each. So that's
Well, could you just explain a bit so you can tell Jeff and Pat what to do? So they can sort of show your... Well, while you're thinking, how about you, Kevin?
I think that if you don't have to split the hay and the turnips up, you could feed on the first tray. You could feed 2 cows, 3 turnips each, and 1 bale of hay.
Yes.
And therefore, on the second one with the 4 cows,
Yes.
that would leave 3 turnips again for 2 each of the cows, and a bale of hay each for the other 2.
Yes, that looks possible. Can I ask a few more people and come back? Probably. How about you, Matt?
Well, if they're anything like me, I'd eat a lot, so...
Well, that's not very helpful for Jeff and Pat.
How much is the lot?
How about you, Joan? Just compare those first 2 sheds. What's the difference between the first 2 sheds?
bale of hay.
A bale of hay and
1 cow.
and 1 cow. So we want to get something with just cows and turnips, folks. How about you, Larissa?
Put one cow in each of the sheds so that and share the other out with
I
the
don't
other
think the
3.
cows are movable, but what do we know? We know one. Yes, Sheila.
What about if you reckon that there's 3 turnips for each cow and 1 bale of hay in the middle one?
Yes.
So that's the 4 of them are fed.
Yes.
Right.
Could you just say that again really clearly so Jeff and Pat can hear?
Right. So there are 6 turnips.
Yes.
If 2 of the cows ate 3 turnips each,
Yes.
and the other 2 cows had a bale of hay each,
Right.
that's all 4 cows fed.
Happily.
Yeah.
I think that sounds
Okay.
wonderful.
So if we've only got potatoes here,
turnips actually.
sorry, turnips here, and no hay,
Yes.
then we've got to have 15 turnips.
Yeah. Wow, I think that sounds wonderful.
Shall we give a quick demonstration of that? If we repeat exactly what you just said, 1 bale of hay and 1 cow, take that one away as well, and take that cow away. Is this what you mean? So now we've got 2 cows and 6 turnips. Is that it?
Right.
Is that it, Sheila?
That's right.
Sheila, you say then how many turnips are under this cloth?
15.
15? Are you available for milking at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning? Because it's 15.
Well done.
Thanks very much indeed. Now, team, this is one for the whole audience. This puzzle is all about a chap called the Grand Old Duke of York. Now, thank you very much. Oh, they're singing already. We'll never get them out now. Okay. Now, the Grand Old Duke of York, once he got rid of his 10,000 men, still had his thing about going up and down the hill. Right. Now, he started at the bottom of the hill, the Grand Old Duke of York, and he went up the hill at 2 miles an hour. Okay? There he is at the bottom of the hill, very cheap, thin Grand Old Duke of York, gets to the top of the hill, and when he was up... You've heard this one before, haven't you? And having gone up at 6 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour, I beg your pardon, he came down much quicker at 6 miles an hour. And when he was down... But he took his tablets and he felt a lot better. Now... Here is the puzzle. He went up at 2 miles an hour. He came down at 6 miles an hour. What was his average speed for the whole return trip up and down the hill? What was the average speed? Celia, does anybody in the audience know the answer?
Well, I'll find out, Jackie. What do you think? Just get some... 4 miles an hour? How about you?
4 miles an hour?
4 miles an hour. Lynn?
3 miles per hour.
3 miles an hour. Well, we've got a few selections. How about over here? Terence, what do you reckon? 3 miles an hour? Caroline? 4. Well, we have 3s and 4s and a few not sure.
Should we try over here?
Try over
We can
there.
see how the don't knows. Margaret, what do you think, darling?
6 miles an hour.
6 miles an hour, that's a good number. John?
2.5 miles an hour.
2.5 miles an hour. Maureen? Anything will do. Any number will do.
4, I think.
4? 4? 4?
It depends on the distance.
You think it might depend on the distance?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Celia?
Shall I ask some of them how they
Yes.
got it? Okay, Jackie, you started. Could you say why you got 4? How you got 4? Or can you convince anybody?
I think the 6 and the 2 together and divided.
You did the 6 and the 2 together and divided? Okay. Caroline, I think you said 4 too.
Well, I just added 6 with 2 and divided by 2.
So you found an average that way. So it didn't make any difference the fact it took rather a long time going up? No. Now, I think, Terence, you said 3. Do you think you could explain why you got 3?
Just by guessing usually.
Just by guessing? Well, somebody else got 3. I think, Lynn, you got 3. How did you get 3?
I divided the 6 by the 2.
You divided the 6 by... Why did you do that? Right.
Just by chance.
Seemed like a good idea at the time, right? Yeah.
Well, you see, I think we'll try a hint. I mean, somebody said that perhaps it depends on the distance. It doesn't, but it helps to put a distance in. So let's suppose that the distance up that mountain is 6 miles. Then we can do some calculations. Now, perhaps that will help. Terence, you want to have another go about thinking about your answer?
There's 6 miles to go up the hill.
Right.
You go up by 2 miles per hour.
That's
it takes
correct.
you 3 hours to go up the hill.
Right.
And 6 miles per hour coming down.
Yes,
takes
very
you another
fast.
1 hour.
Yes.
Altogether, it takes you 4 hours.
Yes.
And the total distance is 12 miles.
Yes.
So average speed is 3 miles per hour.
Exactly. So
3
let's
miles an
just
hour is Terence's answer. Behind this folder, the reveal proof is
well
right.
done.
What a relief. Team, this is a puzzle composed of a pond with stepping stones on which you are about to be frogs when you've done your wooing go. So perhaps to start off, you'd like to walk on and get onto your stepping stones. First of all, start off, follow Ian all the way round. That's terrific. Ian, Julie, Adam, and Liz. Okie doke, follow round. Now, sadly, you are on the wrong stepping stones. We've got you in this order, 1, 2, 3, 4, going around this way. Actually, we want you in this order, 4, 3, 2, 1. And to make it easier, we put the numbers on the stepping stones, okay? So you have to rearrange yourselves to get into the correct order. You can do this by stepping onto any empty stepping stone you like. Okay, but you mustn't cross the flamingos. You mustn't leap through the flamingos. So you couldn't go from stone number 2 to stone number 4. And you couldn't go from stone number 3 to the blank stone. But anything else is okay, all right? So you've got to rearrange yourselves from 1, 2, 3, 4 into 4, 3, 2, 1 using any blank stone. You can't have 2 frogs on 1 stepping stone. Okay? All right, now who's going to be leader? Who's going to be boss? Ian, you're going to be boss frog.
Yeah.
Did you want a quick word from the professor to give you a hint?
Please.
Please? give a hint, Seal.
Well, you folks have got to change your order, and it's a good idea to do it in pairs. That's your hint.
Pairs, Ian. Think pairs of frogs. Okay. What do you want to do first?
If I go over here.
Yeah? Very promising.
Really follows. I do. If I go to 1. Yeah,
right.
We could go on like doing that forever.
This is nice, isn't it? It's like Sunday night at the London Palladium, isn't it, really?
Where can you change a pair? Where can you swap a pair? Go on, Liz, you've got an idea. Yeah, how? What? There's a flamingo.
No, I mean,
Liz, if you go for the blank one.
can I get that
What?
one?
Yeah.
Ah!
And I move to 2.
Okay.
You want to go to? Yeah.
Have you changed the order?
You just swapped over, and I think.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, the moon.
Well, if
If I
Liz,
go on to there,
Liz goes to there.
you go to.
If I go to there, Julie moves to 2.
right.
Yes,
So what are you doing, actually, Adam? Do you know?
You've done something, haven't you? You've definitely done something.
I think what you've spotted is this little bit here is important to change your order.
That's where we can change the pairs.
Exactly. You can change the pairs there, but you're in a bit of a...
You need to swap.
Yes.
Yeah. So I go to 2.
Well, you could. Go on. Jump.
Right. Put me now in. 1. You're 3, aren't you? You've got to come here.
You go.
Yeah, you come to 1. To 1.
Yes.
If I change places with you,
You're going to change places?
can I change places with...
Yes, you can.
If I change places with Adam?
How do you do that?
I'll
Change
go to
places.
the blank one.
That's right. And you go,
I go to 2.
and you change places. Do you know what you're doing?
You go come to that. No, go to that one.
Oh dear.
Well, let's just hang on. What order have we got?
2. And I go to there.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 4, 3.
Right.
Now,
You
so
there?
we've got one pair that's wrong. How are you going to swap that pair down? 1, 2, 4, 3.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Go
Yes.
to the blank one. Julie to 1.
Yes,
Yeah.
keep them, you're in the right order.
That's it.
That's it.
Keep
Ian
going.
to that one.
Yeah, good.
Julie to the blank.
Julie. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You in there?
You there? Ian
No,
there?
we're still wrong. It's you. No, you go back there.
Yeah.
You go to this one.
Me to 2 again.
And you walk round.
I move to 3.
And Julie over there.
Yes, now what?
Right.
Me to the blank one.
And then we all move round.
Yes, right. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Well done, Adam. With a fair amount of help from Liz and Julie and Ian. And now all you have to do, Adam, is to get yourselves back to your original position. But don't hurry. You've got all week, because actually that's all we've got time for this week. So until next week's fun and games, it's goodbye.
Bye.
Life can be a puzzle, and that's what makes it fun.
Here's a puzzle for you at home. These 6 pencils are making 2 equal-sized triangles. Can you rearrange the same 6 pencils and make exactly 4 equal-sized triangles?
The hint is, don't just think in 2 dimensions.
The answer is in next week's Fun and Games.
Know what to do. A mathematics theory will clear it up for you.